Reserve Bank of India. RBI established on 1st April 1935 under RBI Act 1934. Recommendation of John Hilton Young Commission 1926, which is called the Royal Commission on Indian Currency and Finance. It is the central bank of the country and was nationalized 1st January 1949. Originally, it was a shareholders' bank which was taken over by the central government under RBI Act 1948. Its central office is in Mumbai. The Reserve Bank of India is India's central bank which controls the issue and supply of the Indian rupee. RBI is a regulator of entire banking of India and it plays an important part of the development strategy of Government of India. Now I am telling about the Monetary Museum of RBI. The Central Board of Directors is the main committee of the central bank. The Government of India appoints the director for a 4-year term. The board consists of a governor and not more than 4 deputy governor, 4 directors to represent the regional bodies, 2 usually the economic affairs secretary and the financial service secretary from the Ministry of Finance, and 10 other directors from the various fields. The Reserve Bank of India under Raghuram Rajan governorships wanted to create a post of chief operating officers in the rank of deputy governor and wanted to reallocate work between the 5 of them. The bank is headed by Governor currently Shashikanta Das, and there are 3 deputy governor, first BP Kanogo and second Mahesh Kumar Jain and third Michael Patra. 2 of the 4 deputy governors are traditionally from RBI ranks and are selected from the bank's executive directors. One is nominated from among the chairperson of the public sector bank and other is an economist. An Indian Administrative Service officer can also be appointed as a deputy governor of RBI and later as a governor of RBI, as the case of Y. Venugopal Reddy and D. Subba Rao. Other persons forming part of the Central Board of Directors of the RBI are Dr. N. More and Y. C. Deveshwar and Professor Damodar Acharya, Ajay Tyagi and Anjali Duggal. Uma Shankar, Chief General Manager in charge of Reserve Bank of India Financial Inclusion and Development Department, has taken over as an Executive Director in the Central Bank. And Sudha Balakrishnan, a former Vice President at a National Security Depositor Limited, assumed charge as the first Chief Financial Officer of Reserve Bank on 15 May 2018. She was given the rank of an Executive Director. Now I am telling about branches and support bodies. The RBI has 4 regional representation: North in New Delhi, South in Chennai, East in Kolkata, West in Mumbai. The representations are formed by 5 members appointed for 4 years by the central government and with the advice of the Central Board of Directors, serve as a forum for regional banks and deal with the delegated tasks from the Central Board. It has 2 training colleges for its officers. First, Reserve Bank Staff College Chennai and College of Agriculture Banking Pune. It is the second. There are 3 autonomous institutions run by RBI, namely first National Institute of Bank Management and Indira Gandhi Institute of Development Research and Institute for Development Research and Banking Technology. There are also 4 zonal training centers at Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata and New Delhi. The Board of Financial Supervision, formed in November 1994, served as a CCBD committee to control the financial institution. It has 4 members appointed for 2 years and takes measures to strengthen the role of statutory auditors in the financial sector. The external monitoring and internal controlling systems. The Tarapur Committee was set up by Reserve Bank of India under the chairmanship of former RBI Deputy Governor S.S. Tarapur to lay the roadmap to capital account convertibility. The 5-member committee recommended a 3-year time frame for complete convertibility by 1999 to 2000. On 8 December 2017, Sureka Marandi, Executive Director of Reserve Bank of India, said RBI will open an office in northeastern state of Arunachal Pradesh. Functions of RBI. The central bank of any country executes the many functions such as the overseeing monetary policy, issuing currency, managing foreign exchange, working as a bank of government, and as a bankers of scheduled commercial banks. It also works for the overall economic growth of the country. Financial supervision. The primary objective of RBI is to undertake consolidated supervision of financial sector comprising commercial bank and financial institutions and non-banking finance companies. The board is constituted by co-opting 4 directors from the central board as a member for a term of 2 years and is chaired by the governor. The deputy governors of the Reserve Bank are ex officio members. One deputy governor, usually the deputy governor in charge of banking regulation and supervision, is nominated as a vice chairman of the board. The board is required to meet normally once in every month. It considered inspection reports and other supervisory issues placed before it by the supervisory departments. BFS through the audit subcommittee also aims at upgrading the quality of statutory audit and internal audit function in the banks and financial institutions. The audit subcommittee includes deputy governor as the chairman and 2 directors of the central board as the members. The BFS oversees the functioning of the Department of Banking Supervision and the Department of Non-Banking Supervision and the Financial Institution Division and gives direction on the regulatory and supervisory issue. Regulator and supervisor of the financial system. The institution is also the regulator and supervisor of the financial system and prescribes broad parameters of banking operation within which the country's banking and financial system functions. Its objectives are to maintain public confidence in the system, protect depositor interest, and provide cost-effective banking service to the public. The Banking Ombudsman scheme has been formulated by the Reserve Bank of India to effective addressing of complaints by the customers. The RBI controls the monetary supply, monitors economic indicators like the gross domestic product, and has to decide the design of the rupee banknote as well as coin. Regulator and supervisor of the payment and settlement system. Payment and settlement system play an important role in improving overall economy efficiency. The Payment and Settlement System Act of 2007 gives the Reserve Bank oversight authority including regulation and supervision for the payment and settlement system in the country. In this role, the RBI focuses on the development and functioning of safe, secure and efficient payment and settlement mechanisms. 2 payment systems, National Electronic Fund Transfer and Real-Time Gross Settlement, allow individual companies and firms to transfer funds from the bank to another. These facilities can only be used for transferring money within the country. NEFT operates on deferred net settlement basis and settles transactions in the batches. The settlement takes place for all transactions received until a particular cutoff time. It operates in hourly batch. There are 12 settlements from 8 to 7 p.m. on weekdays and 6 between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Any transaction initiated after the designated time would have to wait until the next settlement time. In RTGS, transactions are processed continuously, all through business hours. RBI settlement time is 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on weekdays and 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Banker and debt manager to government. Just as an individual needs a bank to carry out their financial transaction effectively and efficiently, governments also need a bank to carry out their financial transaction. The RBI serves this purpose for the Government of India. As a banker to Government of India, the RBI maintains its accounts, receive payments into and make payment out of these accounts. The RBI also helps the Government of India to raise money from the public by issuing bonds and government-approved securities. In September 2019, a decision at RBI Directors Meet was taken to change the RBI financial accounting year to March and April to align itself with the central government calendar instead of current June to July year. Managing foreign exchange. The central bank managed to reach different goals of the Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. Their objective is to facilitate external trade and payment and promote orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. With the increasing integration of the Indian economy with the global economy arising from greater trade and capital flows, the foreign exchange market has evolved as a key segment of the Indian financial market, and the RBI has an important role to play in regulating and managing this segment. The RBI manages forex and gold reserves of the nation. On a given day, the foreign exchange rate reflects the demand for a supply of foreign exchange arising from trade and capital transaction. The RBI Financial Market Department participate in foreign exchange market by undertaking sales of foreign currency to ease volatility in periods of excess demand for supply of foreign currency. Issue of currency. The Government of India, the Reserve Bank of India, is sole body authorized to issue banknotes in India. The bank also destroys banknotes when they are not fit to circulation, and all the money issued by the central bank is its monetary liability. That is, the central bank is obligated to back the currency with assets of equal value to enhance public confidence in paper currency. The objectives are to issue banknotes and give the public adequate supply of the same, to maintain the currency and credit system of the country, to utilize it in its best advantage, and to maintain the reserves. The RBI maintains the economic structure of the country so that it can achieve the objective of price stability as well as economic development, because both objectives are diverse in themselves. For the printing of notes, RBI uses the four facilities. First, the Security Printing and Minting Corporation of India Limited, a wholly owned company of the Government of India, has printing presses at Nasik, Maharashtra and Dewas, Madhya Pradesh. Second, the Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. It is owned by the Reserve Bank of India, has printing facilities in Mysore, Karnataka and Salboni, West Bengal. For the minting of coils, SPMCIL has 4 mints at Mumbai, Noida, Kolkata and Hyderabad for coin production. Coins are minted by at 1 rupee notes are issued by the Government of India. The RBI works as an agent of Government of India for the distribution and handling of coins. RBI also works to prevent counterfeiting of currency by the regularly upgrading security feature of currency. The RBI is authorized to issue notes with face values of up to 10,000 and comes up to 1,000 rupees. New 500 and 2,000 rupees note were issued on 8 November 2016. The old series 1,000 rupees and 5,000 rupees notes were demonetized from the midnight on 8 November 2016. Earlier 1,000 notes have been discarded by the RBI. Bankers Bank. Reserve Bank of India also works as a central bank where commercial banks are account holders and can deposit money. RBI maintains banking account of all scheduled banks and commercial banks credit. It is the duty of the RBI to control the credit through the CRR, repo rate and open market operations. As a bankers bank, the RBI facilitates the clearing of checks between the commercial bank and helps the interbank transfer of funds. It can grant financial accommodation to scheduled banks. It acts as a lender of the last resort by providing emergency advances to the banks. Regulator of banking system. RBI has the responsibility of regulating the nation's financial system. As a regulator and the supervisor of the Indian banking system, it ensures financial stability and public confidence in the banking system. RBI uses methods like on-site inspection, off-site surveillance, scrutiny and periodic meeting to supervise new bank license, setting capital requirements and regulating interest rates in specific areas. RBI is currently focused on implementing norms. Detection of fake currency. To curb the counterfeit money problem in India, RBI has launched a website to raise the awareness among the masses about fake banknotes in the market. On 22 January 2014, RBI gave a press release stating that after 31st March 2014 it will completely withdraw from circulation of all banknotes issued prior to 2005. From 1st April 2014, the public will be required to approach banks for exchanging these notes. Banks will provide exchange facility for these notes until further communication. The Reserve Bank has also clarified that the notes issued before the 2005 will continue to be legal tender. This would mean that banks are required to exchange the notes for their customer as well as for non-customers. From 1st July 2014, however, to exchange the more than 15 pieces of 500 and 1000 rupees notes, non-customers will have to furnish proof of identity and residence as well as show Aadhaar to bank branch in which he wants to exchange the note. This move from the Reserve Bank is expected to unearth black money held in cash. As the new currency notes have added increased security features, they would help in curbing the menace of fake currency. Developmental role. The central bank has to perform a wide range of promotional functions to support national objectives and industries. The RBI faces a lot of intersectoral and local inflation related problems. Some of these problems are a result of the dominant part of the public sector, and key tools in the effort include priority sector lending such as agriculture, micro and small enterprises, housing and education. RBI work towards strengthening and supporting small local banks and encourage banks to open branches in rural areas to include large section of society in banking net. Custodian to foreign exchange. The Reserve Bank has custody of the country reserve of international currency, and this enables the Reserve Bank to deal with the crisis connected with the adverse balance of payment positions.